Did we just finish the movement phase?
Humans, delighted welcome. This is the 5th episode of the 4th season of Battletech, A Time of Total Warfare. Now, I've been told that in order to generate those SEO keywords on YouTube, I need to very clearly enunciate for the transcript and front end a couple things. So I just want to note that tonight I'll be joined by SidAlpha, Raddosaurus, Cottontailed, and Pondothemad.
I'm kind of curious if it's going to fully
I don't know.
put in
I don't know.
underscore or just the sign.
I don't know. But I'll tell you what,
It'll do the word.
I'm going to watch the transcript after it gets generated and find out. I'm going to do my best to angle in on that SEO. We have a question in chat. What's the top Sleemow song right now? The answer to that, of course, is I Hate My Boss's Boss, which was written exclusively about Murder 6, a.k.a. Maxwell Harridan.
I'm okay with this.
The rap section is 7.5 minutes long, but it is sandwiched between two 10-minute long jazz freestyle percussive sections involving mech stomping and someone dropping a hammer on things.
If you
That's
can
where
dodge a
we're at.
wrench.
I hope I could dodge a wrench, but I don't think that I could.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a mech.
I definitely think that is not applicable. All right, friends, let's talk about my favorite subject, me. First off, it's been a pretty normal week, normal in every way. Second, I was looking over my new subscriber numbers on Twitch for people that subscribe using Twitch or Twitch Prime, and they basically doubled over the year, so that's pretty nice. I don't know what caused that to happen, but it's a good place to be at, you know. Third, this is probably going to be the last tabletop RPG stream of the year for me, since every other show has basically been canceled for weeks on end. Even the first week of January is still cancellation central, as far as I can tell. Maybe we get Warhammer back.
I mean, it's not my fault.
Guys, look, you know that it's my general policy to, when we get canceled, never say why. Overall, I'm never like, yes, it's because Sid, you know, found a flaming bag of poop on his front door and decided to spend the night with a shotgun on the front porch underneath a camouflage blanket waiting for anyone to approach so he could pop out and be like, get away from me, you damn teenagers. I would never say that, even if it has definitely happened before. It never happened, but it was a fun story to make up on the spot.
I think it's hilarious that you assumed there would be words exchanged.
How'd you know about my Tuesday night?
I love the idea of Pondo poop bagging Sid. I don't know how that's going to work
No,
out,
let's talk about me being the one with the shotgun on the porch.
Oh, wow. I think I learned a little bit more about you, but also I learned that you apparently get poop bagged on Tuesday nights.
It was a joke. I didn't get poop bag at all.
Okay.
I would have to kill somebody if that did happen.
So violent. Just a reminder to all the good boys and girls who want Santa to visit them, always obey your local ordinances on violence and gun laws.
Well, I'm in like the Midwest, so kind of like the Old West, which means there's no rules.
We have a stand your ground rule, so if someone comes on your property, you can shoot them.
Excellent.
Doesn't
All the
mean
good
you
boys and
should.
girls should obey all local firearm ordinances and also give people the benefit of the doubt.
It's okay. I've already accepted my calls, so I'm not going to worry about that.
I don't... Trying to spread holiday cheer here, and you're just... Number 4.
And we're just trying to spread holiday lead.
Number
If
4.
we're spreading holiday cheer, I could go get the elf suit.
You keep going on. Listen, if you want to get an elf suit, go ahead. No one is stopping you, but no one is going to tell you you should go get an elf suit. I don't know that
Actually, Pondo said it a couple times.
Okay, well, Pondo something, I don't know what to put in here, but Pondo something something. You know, Pondo tried to play mind games with me in the Pokemon channel this week, and I don't even know where he's coming from now. Like, number 4, I want to note that Blizzard is hiring a assistant historian, and let me tell you something. I want APGamingREAL Studios to grow to the point where I need to hire somebody to help the person who goes back and looks through all of my tweets and all of my shitty Discord messages and is like, "Yep, this is prime material that we need to be keeping." Right there. That's the one. I'm just saying, assistant Blizzard historian, that's some real shit right there. That's how you know that you've made it
something really
big.
mean.
What?
But I'm gonna skip it.
Just go ahead, Pondo. You're already getting coal poop bagged, okay?
I was going to retort with it'd be a short list, but all right.
A short list of shitty Discord messages? Every Discord message that I send.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the good stuff.
Listen, everything I send is the good stuff, but
okay.
Hey, you know, I'm trying to cut down on my daytime Discording. I spend too much time in Real Talk, but that's only because everything's on fire all the time. You know, I guess the final thing I have to say is that it's Fake Grand Order's holiday event for Christmas, and that's good. Fake Grand Order's great, as usual. I'm the only one here who plays it, but that's fine. I think I'm the only one on any of my shows that plays it, but that's fine too. I know that there's 7 audience members.
I thought Connor played it.
Well, I haven't seen Connor in like 2 weeks. I'm about to drive up to his house. I'll kick his ass.
Are you actually live near him enough to do that?
No, he lives in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 30 minutes from New Jersey. New Jersey isn't super long. It's only like 2.5 hours long. I don't know his address, but, you know, New Jersey's only 2.5 hours long. I could just go from door to door. Won't be that hard.
That must be fun, being able to drive 2 hours and being on the other side of the state.
Are you kidding? I live in Delaware.
I don't even want to hear it.
I could drive. I could spend 20 minutes going from one side of the state to the other. I could get from Maryland to Pennsylvania through Delaware in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. How long does it take from one point of the Texas to get to the other, Brad?
Texas?
Yeah.
I mean, which angle are you aiming from? I mean,
so
Texas is not a it's not a contiguous state. It's, you know,
I would guess about 10 to 12 hours.
From east to west, I live in Houston, and it would take me about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I live on the west side of Houston. Sorry, the east side of Houston. And it would take me an hour and a half to 2 hours to drive to Louisiana. And it takes me about 13 hours to drive to New Mexico. So roughly 15 hours east to west. I've never driven straight through from north to south, but McAllen, which is in the valley, which is not as far south as you can get, but pretty far south. That's probably 6 hours south of me. Going north towards Dallas is like another 5-ish hours. So that's 10 hours from the valley to Dallas. And then it's probably another 5 hours if you were going up the longest distance. I mean, at least probably 15 hours to go from north to south. And that's 80-mile-an-hour highway driving the entire time.
Is there a lot of traffic, or?
I mean, in the big cities there are, of course, but you know, depending, it's a talent and a skill to
evade those,
to time it such that you miss the cities at the bad times. Yeah, they're hard to circumnavigate completely, but a lot of them have loops that you can just grab the outside of the loop, and it might take you 5, 10, 20 miles out of your way. Sometimes it can be faster if you're hitting a major city during, you know, rush hour or something like that.
I would be shocked if taking a loop like the Beltway or 495 was not faster than cutting through the center of a city.
For Houston, it definitely is. And Houston actually has the third loop isn't completely continuous, but it's pretty close. But it has 610 is our small loop that kind of just goes around downtown, and then we have Beltway 8, which goes around most of the city proper, and then on the outside of Beltway 8 are kind of all of the suburbs and like the greater metropolitan area. And then beyond that, you have Highway 99, which is kind of it's just recently been completed and it's now officially a new loop. Beltway 8 and Highway 9 are both toll roads. If you were to just drive in a circle around the city of Houston at 80 miles an hour on Beltway 8, which is our middle loop, it would probably take you an hour and a half, 2 hours just to do a circle around the city. And if you were to do it on 99 at 90 miles an hour, because the speed limit on 99, I believe, is 75 or 80. It actually has a very high speed limit. If you do that on 99, it's probably a 3 or 4 hour drive just to drive a circle around the Houston area. But yeah, generally people who are going to hit Houston during rush hour will pay the $12 or whatever it takes to just hit the Beltway and go north over the top of the Beltway and get back on I-10 on the other side. What do you want, man? It's the 4th largest city in the world. Or in the country, not in the world. Sorry. It goes back and forth with Chicago.
I ain't paying no... What's the Lincoln Tunnel? The largest city in the world. Lincoln Tunnel toll. I don't think that's anything close to 11.
I mean,
oh fuck! It's actually $15. Wow.
The largest freeway. Oh, so like it's
$12.50 for Easy Pass. All right.
It's not $12.50 per toll, but you hit so many tolls going over, you end up spending between $15 and $20. What was I gonna say? I don't remember.
We learned a lot about Texas geographical physics
now
today.
You know a little bit about Houston, I guess, in case you ever wanted to know.
To bring it back, while we do introductions today, I would like us to list our favorite game of 2019. Maybe your favorite tabletop role-playing game, your favorite tabletop role-playing game master, maybe your favorite video game. Maybe you are very good at quarters. I don't know. But let's find out. We're going to start with Pondo. If only because I would like to find at some point during Pondo's introduction to lay in some traps, maybe catch him in some puns real quick. I really don't know what he's doing in the Pokemon channel, but he's like, now you know how I feel, Arthur. And I'm like, no. It was some edgy shit. Pondo was doing some edgy shit.
It was referencing the fact that you guys, I'm like the only one that's not.
You're not on the board of people who get to decide cute things because you're like, listen, it's not about how cute a Pokemon is. You can quantify every Pokemon by the following values by taking an aggregate of all of their scores and making a weight tiling matrix. That's what you sound like when you talk about Pokemon. You're like, yeah, this legendary Pokemon is excellent. Its attack score in ratio to its defense and special defense, fantastic. Also, the moveset that it gets meshes well with the weaknesses of its own typings. And I'm just like, but it literally looks like 2 giant butts stapled to a tree.
I like Snoom because it's cute and it jingles when it appears on your screen.
I don't understand why everyone likes Snoom. I don't get it.
Snoom is adorable and it jingles. It literally makes a jingle noise.
It's literally a butt with spikes on it.
Pokemon Cry is a jingle.
It's a butt with spikes coming out of it.
It's a caterpillar covered in ice.
And yet you don't know why people don't like it. Because it's funny.
It's not... Pondo, let's do your intro.
I actually think Snoom is pretty cute. Yeah, I don't really see where you see the butt part of it. That's your personal opinion.
That's me getting that early onset heart attack there. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Favorite game of 2019? I don't know if I played a video game that's from 2019.
Just a game that you've played in 2019. Listen, you leave every game you've ever played open on Steam all the time. Every time I go on Discord, it says you're playing Halo the Master Chief Collection. You have to have a game that you played. I know that you've played video games. I know that you've played games. I know that you've played board games. I've been there. Pondo. You can't shuck and jive out of this one.
My problem is I keep leaving games unfinished.
Just say Battletech by Arthur Perkins.
Should have just said Battletech,
over.
the video game. Listen, I could skip to somebody else's intro if you don't want to participate in this.
I'd say XCOM.
I forgot that getting Pondo to
choice.
decide things is very difficult.
No, I don't have a problem deciding.
Which XCOM? XCOM 1 or 2?
I didn't play XCOM 1 this year, so it has to be clear.
Very well.
I've been thinking about going back to XCOM 1 and playing Long War.
You know that would be great for streaming. People love that. Especially when you name the soldiers after them. Why did you look panicked when I said that?
I don't know if I could stream Long War because it's so upsetting. Especially since XCOM Enemy Within is glitchy enough as it is. And I don't like having the BS deaths or glitches happen. Because that usually leads to losing a guy for no apparent reason. Like in XCOM 2, I've run into a couple of glitches where the model will be at one spot, but the actual entity of the enemy is in another spot.
I've never had that happen.
Huh?
I said I've never had that happen. I think
have.
maybe you just have terrible luck.
No, it's... Well, maybe. I ran into that occasion 2 times. And
Oh,
it was
no.
literally, I saw the model on a rooftop over there, but the entity of it was still on the ground floor behind a wall.
What do you got going on this week, Pondo?
Pokemon. That's about it. And this show. And Christmas shop. Been my week.
Very well. Cotton, I understand that you're still sick.
My nose is pretty stuffy.
What else you got for an intro?
I'm Cotton. I doodle and stuff. My commissions are open, and you are super welcome to open me because I accidentally spent way more on my wedding dress than I planned to.
Ooh.
Where would people go for those commissions?
On my Twitter, that's Cotton_tailed. That may or may not come up with the full word underscore doing the little note thing.
I feel like there's an AI out there that's just really confused as to why we keep saying the word underscore.
I don't think my Twitch is actually underscored. I think Cottontailed, the Twitter, was actually just taken.
Those jerks.
That's all for me. I've been playing Pokemon.
Don't have a favorite game for this year to tell me? That's fine. We'll go.
Okay, well, my favorite game was Pokemon Sword, which was given to me by my favorite game master.
I didn't realize that Pondo ran games for you.
He does. Actually, but...
Rad. I'm
Arthur.
hopping over to you. Well,
Arthur Perkins.
Yeah.
What is your question?
That's my name, in fact. You know, I've been doing this for years, and no one has ever called me Art. And that means
Art, really?
Yeah, that means I've never had the opportunity to say, no, Art was my dad. I do it all the time in real life, but I've never done it on this show before.
I'm going to remember to spring that on you at some point in the future.
It's too late. We already know.
Don't expect it. No. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it... like, years are going to pass, Arthur. And then it's going to...
Listen. Years passing is my jam. Do you remember during Winter's Edge where I was like 3 episodes down the line, this one phrase I just said is going to be really relevant. And then 3 episodes later, it was super relevant. I didn't even have to force the plot in that direction. I just knew where we were going to end up. I do it on this show all the time, too. I just don't brag about it.
Arthur does, in fact, play the long game.
Listen, man, the long game is the only game I play.
All right, well.
I had an uncle, Art.
Sounds like an asshole.
Yeah, I gotta
He
say.
died before I got to meet him, and my
Sounds
mom
like
said he was pretty cool.
Sounds like a great guy.
From the stories I heard, he did sound like a good guy.
Well,
You
good. I'm
flipped
glad.
on that real quick, Rad.
Well, you know, that's what I do. That's how I be.
Yeah, let's do your
talk
intro
about
and
something
then
else. Well,
yeah,
yes.
it's your intro and your favorite game of this year.
My favorite game of this year. It should probably come as no surprise that my favorite game this year so far has been the release of WoW Classic. Prior to that game,
I actually was surprised to hear that.
oh really? You know,
I haven't seen you talking about WoW Classic for
I don't
quite
talk
a while.
a lot about what I play, to be honest with you, because I don't feel like I play anything like that's currently relevant. I guess WoW Classic is like a new game, so I guess it counts, but you know, it's not very popular to be a Blizzard fan these days, and I don't really want to.
I don't think that's true. I think
I don't want to
Blizzard
make
fans
your
defend
I don't want to
their
make your
own.
stream about that. For anybody who's dissatisfied with the behavior of that company, like I totally get it and I agree, but on almost all levels. But the games that they produce, like other popular media that I can think of, Star Wars, for example, is it's closely ingrained in my sort of my social DNA. It's played a large role in not WoW specifically, but just games Blizzard has made in general have played a large role. Kind of like a lot of my family relationships and friends I've made that have been, you know, important to me, and all that kind of stuff. So while I don't agree with their current public strategies, I guess maybe we could say, I think I'm in too deep to pass on their product. So I guess, you know, they win, I guess, or I lose. I don't know. However you want to think about it, I guess.
I mean, I gotta tell you, I like the new wave of games that are coming out. I like the way they look, but
They have a lot of promising stuff coming out. Some of it I'm more interested in than others. Of course, Diablo is great, but I don't know if Diablo's really like, it's never been super my thing. My brother is really into it, and he wants me to be really into it. But I went to BlizzCon and I played the Diablo. Was it 4? Diablo 4? Yeah.
No.
3.
Oh yeah, you
4.
said at BlizzCon, yes, 4.
Yes, at BlizzCon I played Diablo 4. I played the demo, and I was not impressed, to be honest with you. It very much felt like a Diablo 3 reskin. Of course, the announcement was amazing. It was great being in like the auditorium and having everybody go nuts watching the trailer and all that kind of stuff. That was a super cool experience. But when I actually sat down to play it, you know, the new class felt cool, but there was nothing else particularly grabbing about the experience of sitting. I mean, I only played it for like 20 minutes. I think I got in line to play it twice. So I think I played it a total of 40 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. My hope is it's very early and there's a lot more to still be layered onto that game, because right now, like I said, it feels early. It feels very bare bones. It feels very simplistic. I'm not thinking it's going to be bad, but I just don't know if it's going to be my game. You know what I mean? I am excited for the next World of Warcraft expansion. I don't really live a life that suits itself to playing MMOs very much. But I really only sit down and play games like maybe twice a week for an hour or two at a time. It's not a lot. So, you know, I might play the new WoW for a month or two and then move on and do something else more casual. I am a filthy casual now in my old age. I can't be anything but. Runner-ups for this year is I did play Battletech. It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed playing that game. And I still played a little bit of For Honor, which is kind of old and dead, but I still enjoy playing it.
It's still big in the streaming community.
Is it? I didn't know that.
People like to do the technical battlefield stuff. Like
Interesting. Okay.
Streamers like to show off how good they are at pulling off combos and counters.
It's a very technical game. It falls somewhere in between being, I don't know, a tactical war game and like a fighting game. It has a lot of nuance to it, but it also, like a lot of games with a lot of different fighting classes, it struggles with balance sometimes. So there's always kind of like a meta, and there's always like heroes that are straight up bad to play. but I have fun with it, or I was having fun with it. I pretty much, I'm a one game person. I only play one game at a time due to the amount of time I have to commit to games. So I'm not currently playing it because I'm playing Classic instead at the moment. But yeah, before I was playing Classic, I was playing For Honor, and I was really enjoying it. I was having a good time with it.
You know, I was gonna say you seem like a one game kind of guy.
I am. I'm not that I don't play more than one game ever, but I really only have time to play one at a time. Another honorable mention is Luigi's Mansion 3, I guess this one is. I've been playing it with my son. Fucking great game. If you have a Nintendo Switch and you haven't played the new Luigi's Mansion, it's fantastic. It's a wonderful game. Could not recommend it more as if you're a Switch player. Get on that Luigi train because it's a ton of fun. Yeah, that's it. As far as my week goes, everyone in my family is getting deathly ill. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but it's creeping up on me as well. I apologize if I end up coughing in the microphone at one point tonight before if I can't mute it fast enough. Both my children are real sick. They have doctor's appointments tomorrow, and me and my wife are starting to succumb to their constant coughing in our faces. So that's basically my life. This is the first time in 15 years that I haven't had 2 weeks off for Christmas. So it's really weird knowing that I'm only going to have 2 days off for Christmas this holiday season. So I have not yet wrapped my head around that. That's kind of a new thing for me. So yeah, that's about it, I guess.
SidAlpha. Favorite game this year?
My favorite game for the year, actually, I think I would have to say would be Greedfall. Actually,
I thought you were going to say Twitter War with Rachel Messer. But please go ahead about Greedfall. I want to say, just as a follow-up, that as soon as the stream started, Steam sent out the congratulations. It's Steam sale time, and Greedfall is at the top of that list. So please tell me more about Greedfall.
Greedfall is it's fantastic but flawed, I think. I really enjoy it because the games that I always enjoyed were always the ones that had fantastic story to go along with them, like a lot of the older BioWare games, the Mass Effect, Baldur's Gate, and all of those type of games. And Greedfall really harkens back to the type of storytelling and stuff where you do have some fun and interesting combat and game mechanics, and you also end up with some interesting characters and some interesting stories that come out of it as well. And the cast of characters there is really well done, I think. And overall, it does have its shortcomings. It reuses assets a lot, but they're not a massive studio, and the scope of the game was pretty large for the size of studio that they are. And it's just the type of game that I've always enjoyed the most of, and we don't see those type of games very often anymore.
You're saying
I really like it.
Games like that don't roll into town, but once in a while. I was trying to do something really southern, but I forgot to have an accent in the process.
And yeah, it's been a week for me. I slogged through a monumentally large YouTube video that dropped this morning that's 48 minutes long. It's been really well received though, and I actually just broke 98,000 subscribers today, so getting really close to that 100K mark. And I also broke my brain trying to get that video done. I'm exhausted. I am. And it's snowing like crazy outside, so that's...
Well, I have good news. Tonight's episode is just going to be all a bunch of easy stuff, just talking, walking around, interacting with NPCs. I'll have a guide for you. No intense battle for your life.
Sweet. Sounds rad.
Got anything else going
on? No, that's about it. Christmas is coming up soon, and my daughter's getting excited.
I had no idea.
Yeah, It is. That's something
It's a true
that
story.
apparently it comes around once every year. I wasn't aware of this.
Yeah.
But I guess that's.
I heard that there was a buffer zone though, that you can't like start celebrating Christmas until December 12th.
Yeah, that's just a myth.
13th.
That
That's
sounds
a terrible
absurd.
myth.
Sounds perfectly correct to me.
I mean,
Sounds
I
like-
hear,
Sounds like something the Republicans want you to believe.
I hear there's at least 25 days of Christmas.
Rad, come on, man. What the hell? First off, if I was to believe Republicans, Christmas is a 365-day thing. As far as I can tell, that's that strategy. But really, when you hold Christmas in your heart, every day is Christmas.
That's how I feel.
Even when it's 105 degrees outside and it's raining fire.
There goes Arthur trying to get that Walmart sponsorship.
Listen, as you know, I am for sale. I will say literally anything for money. You know, speaking of things for sale, did you know that a great holiday stocking stuffer is stuff from this show? Teespring.com/APGamingREAL has all of your needs for Battletech, A Time of Total Warfare, and AP Gaming Real merch. You know what else friends and family like to do when they gather for the holidays? Not just talk about Twitch Prime, but talk about their favorite tabletop RPG shows. Why not share your show with everyone you know and tell them all of your favorite moments? Like that time that one guy did that one thing, or that one roll came up pretty good, or that time Eric got shot in the head.
Classic.
You guys are really ate up about that.
Get wrecked, Eric. And also Merry Christmas.
Can't really say. He also brings that up too.
It was hilarious.
You know what else
One
makes
time.
you know what else makes a great Christmas gift? Is
What?
Commissioned artwork from our resident artist, Cotton.
Aren't you also a
Or rad.
commissionable artist?
I mean, technically, it's one of those situations where it's like a restaurant with no sign out front, and it's just a door you have to knock on like 7 times and then say a password, and then you can eat at that restaurant. That's kind of like how my
So I'm the
commissions
only
are.
one who knows the password.
Yeah, pretty much. Look, I will
no,
say
they open the slide, see it's not someone who they serve. They just let it.
If you're a cop, you have to tell me if you're a cop.
Yeah.
so you have to do
Legally, you have to tell me if you're a cop.
no, I did. I drew some this week. I drew.
I know. It's been good.
I don't know if you've put it on the reel yet. I've asked you.
No,
not to
you
put
told
anything
me
on.
not to
Okay.
put it on the reel, so I didn't put it on the reel.
But no, I'm working on Pondo's character. It looks good, but it's not what I want. It's not screaming Bandito to me right now. So
Yeah, it doesn't have enough sex appeal.
I'm going back to the drawing board on it a little bit. I'm not really sure what about it is not jiving with me.
The cowboy hat isn't tall enough.
It's proportions or pose or
doesn't have a
something.
punchable face.
Yeah, I think he looks maybe too tough. I'm not really sure.
Too tough.
But I did find out, like I do realize now, what one of the primary motivations for me to draw things. One of them obviously is when I want to draw something for myself. But when it comes to drawing things for other people, and I don't know why this was a realization for me. It's probably something I should have known all the time. I draw stuff for people basically solely for no other reason whatsoever, other than to get a reaction. So if I don't,
That doesn't surprise me. I recall all the times that you were like, I'm going to hold this art until you're live on stream
Yes.
so that people can see
that
it.
was
I'm not
confirmed-
surprised to hear this.
Right. As I was thinking back, I was like, that's why I like to bring art out when it's like relevant. There's like a timing aspect to me. And it also clicked to me that I like drawing the most for other artists because they are the ones that most appreciate receiving art. So like out of everybody on this show, the person who's always most excited to receive art of their character is Cotton, because she knows and appreciates what goes into drawing someone else's character. So like, and then as I look back at all the art that I've done for this show, it's almost always my character or Cotton's character.
That hurts
Because
me.
that is-
I want to let you know
That is what's the most gratifying to me is to receive the reactions that, because Cotton, as she has claimed, is an excitable person, and I want to feed off that excitement. So when I show
like
stuff,
watching your
I
kids
was-
open
Yeah,
Christmas presents.
exactly. So when I
was
draw like
told-
Sid's character or Pondo's character or an Arthur NPC, and in Discord I get back neat. I'm like, oh, well, fuck you.
I
I'm
usually
going
have
back
like
to drawing Cotton's character.
I usually have like 5,000 things going on though.
I know. No, it's I'm absolutely understand that it's a reasonable reaction and you are appreciative and like I get it, but it's just something that's funny to me.
There you go, Rad. I sent
Doesn't
you.
give you that nice injection of.
You know, I don't get to
Warm-
use
warm
these as
themes.
often anymore. I've chilled out on using all my reaction images, but that one's perfect for you.
Well,
right
now I
there.
know it's just feigned at this point. Yes,
What's feigned at this point? What do you think is feigned?
I've seen this before. You've sent me.
Yes!
This before, actually. Yeah.
What do you want? When you show me a new piece of art, would you accept it if I acted like this? Oh my God, Rad, that was amazing! This
No.
artist does that seem in character for me?
It seems very disingenuous.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
does,
seems.
doesn't it? But if I'm like, Rad, this piece of artwork is excellent. I love it. I love the stance that you've got going on there. And you're like, he doesn't love it as much as Cotton. That hurts me on the inside. I will now overhype everything when you make a...
I'll be able to tell, and now none of it will count.
I was going to withhold my reaction since you said you're going to redo it.
Oh, that's
Give us the
fair.
reaction now,
That's
Pondo.
fair.
Genuine
I was
reaction,
going
go.
to say something about it, but I was like, well, he's going to redo it.
No, say it
so-
now. Do it now. He needs to see your facial
Do it now.
expression.
Do it live.
Yeah, yeah.
I did feel like
I'm not feeling hype.
it was a little too gritty like,
Not feeling it. Look at that.
if you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, no, I do know what you mean. So like, it's always hard for me because there's big gaps in when I can draw. So sometimes I'll go like 2 weeks, even a month, like without drawing anything. And I drew that McGurk art, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna make this a series. I'm gonna try and do everybody's character like in this style, in this like gritty, sketchy, like semi-dark like style. And of course, when there's such big gaps, and since I don't sit down and draw all of these at the same time, there's always some like incontinuity with the style of the drawings. So like when I went from McGurk's to Cotton's got like a little more cartoony, and now when I've gone from Cotton's to Bandito's, it's gotten a little more like gritty. So it's hard for me to stay consistent when I'm trying to do a series of characters in the same style. So you're absolutely right. There's definitely some
Not that
weird
it's-
swing in the stylistic choice there.
Yeah, it's not that it's way off. It was just maybe a little bit too much because
Yeah.
Bandito this season, he's obviously gotten older, has had times to come in terms with some things.
Yeah.
I've been playing him a little bit more solemn.
I need a that's
Party
exactly the word I was
Doesn't
about to use.
negotiate with enemies quite
I
as
need a
often.
more pensive, solemn attitude for the Bandito art.
I
just
would
haven't-
say that the black rabbit you drew is the closest picture of black rabbit to the one in my head that I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
that black dragon, the
black dragon.
the black dragon.
That
the black
includes the
rabbit
ones that I've
piece,
drawn.
That was fantastic.
Really?
That was phenomenal. It really.
I like your
was.
most recent one. But
Which one was my most recent one?
I don't know. It's on the art reel. It's all flat
Is it?
colors. So she's got like the little jacket on. She's in like the fatigues, the green fatigues.
Oh, I don't remember.
Maybe it wasn't recent. Maybe you drew it a long time ago. I don't know.
Let me overhype this.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna overhype it. I'm gonna regularly hype this. This hurts me, Shepard, in the way that Harbinger would say it in Mass Effect 2. I go back through. I used to collect everything in one fan art folder, but that's no longer a wise idea. Now I separate it out by show in folders in my streaming folder area where I keep all my everything for each stream. So, I go back through all of the old fan art at once, and then I do the by show fan art, and, every once in a while I switch out each of the art reels for the shows, and the pre-roll and all that stuff. I go back and look at that art on a regular basis, Raddosaurus. So, I don't know what to tell you. I appreciate all... Listen, last week, I literally got one of those first pieces of art out all the way from. I couldn't remember the full quote. I had to break that shit out from the Star Wars days.
What was it?
The Swargula in his cabin.
That's right. I
Yeah.
do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about how
I
much it
bet you
hurts.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't make art of my NPCs.
Swargula asked me not all that long ago to go back and basically remaster that, and I really wanted to do it because it sounded like it was for a cool project. But I kind of never got around to it.
Massive depression, but
it got put on the back burner, and I feel really bad. I still want to find time to, even if he doesn't need it anymore, I still want to find time to work on it and send it to him.
there may be less.
Swargula was another great person to draw for, man. He gets so excited.
I drew a picture for Swargula once that I requested, and he requested to draw me like a French girl. So I drew him on the couch like a French girl.
Yeah. That sounds like Swargula.
Oh, Rad, you will always be the very first person who ever did fan art for me.
Your first fan art.
You were the very first, and that was Marcus on Skulls and Shackles.
That's right. I'm gonna live off those accolades for the rest of my life.
And I still have it, and I can go right to the folder where it is.
Man, when
Yeah,
I look
look,
back at that
see?
stuff, I'm like, man, this was terrible. That was when that was when I very first transitioned from doing art on paper to digital art, and I was still bad at it. I feel much more comfortable with digital art now than I did then.
Yeah, that was a badass drawing.
I'm glad you liked it. That's
Sorry.
And
Matt.
Cotton was actually the second.
Arthur is beside himself.
Also,
can't-
Skulls and Shackles.
I can't make myself be hyped in the way that you wish to be about things.
It's okay,
I simply
Arthur.
do not
It's
function.
okay.
But I want
know, it's
Raddosaurus
fine.
fan art of my characters. I got
It's
listen,
fine.
I'm not comparing sizes here, but I got like 50 Black Rabbit images and 1 rapier. 0 of the Baron. There's no Barons.
I can get a picture of Rapier.
Yes, you're
that's
the
the one
picture of
picture he's
Rapier.
got.
You're the
Oh,
one picture
okay.
of Rapier. You're
I
the
thought
only
you
one-
meant like Rad drew one too. I got it.
No, Rad has never drawn any rapiers.
Ever. I feel like I always have a very different mental image of your characters than you
That's
do. Or
fine.
most
Draw
people
the
do, probably.
characters. Draw them how you think that they are.
Don't tell me what to do.
Sometimes
You're
I
the boss of me.
see, yeah, okay, fine. Sometimes I see someone do a commission art or, draw a fan art of a character and I'm like, well, that's canon for me now. I'm just gonna,
true.
that's the way they look now to me. That's
Yeah.
how it works.
I feel that. It's fine. We're all fine here.
All
When I
right.
go back to being a stay-at-home dad sometime in the next 20 years, when I retire probably and my children are grown up, I'll draw more stuff for you, Arthur.
Listen, if I'm still streaming in 20 years, Jesus. First, if I'm still alive, I'll be shocked. But if I'm still streaming by then, I better absolutely be at the point where I have my own assistant historian.
Yeah. I'll apply for that job as a retirement job.
Oh,
It'd be one of those jobs where it's like you get hired to do it, but you kind of only do it when you feel like it.
Oh, so like working at Steam. Yeah, I get that.
I work with a couple people who are like that. They're like, this is my semi-retirement job. I was like, what does that mean? Does that mean it's like work optional for you every day? Or I don't understand. What is that? I don't understand.
I when I was assistant managing for a pizza delivery, I had someone that was like that. They would just answer the phone when they felt like it, and sometimes they'd let phone calls go through, and I'm like, this is a corporate franchise. You realize that, right? This is a Domino's. Yeah. What you're doing, you can't do here. They won't just fire you. They will probably, like, start some lawsuits.
Yeah.
They were fired, eventually.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
All right. We got anything else we need to discuss on Critical Role Eve, Star Wars Eve?
Listen, Critical Role. I have not watched the most recent episode, but let me ask, and I meant to ask you this last week. Let me extend my overly long intro. Just
I'm not. Longer. I'm actually not through it yet, but I did get through about an hour and a half.
So it's their. It was the one shot that they recently did.
Oh, the Darrington Brigade. Haven't seen it.
Yes, you haven't seen it.
Nope.
Look, in my opinion, throw away season 2 of Critical Role and just give me those characters and that campaign.
The Darrington Brigade? Okay.
Yes. Just give me that instead. Just forget what's going on with all these other idiots. And just give me that. That's what I want.
I
A
thought
superior product. Okay.
I thought the latest episode, which was last Thursday's, Laura Bailey walked in from the Video Game Awards. So she walked in,
That's right.
full
Yeah.
makeup and dress. Everybody else is like a t-shirt or pajamas. She
Yeah,
walks
she's
in
like
in like a $3,000 dress.
She's in there looking like $1 million, and everybody
Yeah.
else is like, "We just came from the hotel room."
Yep. Of course, she didn't win the category. I think Mads Mikkelsen won whatever it was. But
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, we'll just do her acceptance speech live on stream. I mean, that's balls right there. To just be like, I'm going to walk out of the Video Game Awards that I could possibly receive an award from to play D&D. That's dedication. Okay. Anything else we need to cover for this week, next week, holidays? Anything we want to say before the episode starts that we might forget? You know, because there won't... Can we do an episode next week? Kind of feels like that will be an impossibility, but let me just throw it out there. 26th. I'll be available.
I'm technically I'll be available because I have to come back for work.
Okay.
I do not know about Cotton.
Well, Cotton, I'm sure, can speak for herself.
I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention to a thing until you said my name.
That's fine. Things that I say don't have any meaning anyway. Next Thursday,
That's
you
not
good?
what I meant. Next Thursday?
Yeah,
Christmas.
26th. It's not
No,
Christmas,
my mom's
it's the
having
day.
a surgery.
The post-Christmas. Okay, then no episode next week.
Very well.
Christmas is Wednesday.
Sorry.
That's true.
Is it? What day is it today?
Today's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Christmas
Christmas
was
is-
yesterday.
I
you
should have
missed
said
it.
what is the
We've been
date
doing this for
today?
2 years, Sid.
Oh, it's the 19th. Okay. Like I said, that video really took it out of me. I was like, the past week I've been working on that thing for like damn near 2 weeks, and it killed me.
Which one is that, Sid, so that I can watch you die on screen?
Oh, that's the video that I
Steam
posted
guy?
today. The Day
Was
of
that
Dragons.
the Dirty Dev ones, the most recent one?
Yeah, the Day of Dragons
Okay.
one.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
Okay, anything we want to say to the audience before the new year then? You know, give them a little New Year's message. Anybody? I mean, you don't have to. I'm not forcing anybody. I
know.
could force you, but I'm not.
Be good to each other, I guess.
Great. Audience, we'll see you in the next year. Just throwing that out there. Of course, we still have the episode left. I just want to let you know that we're there for you during the holidays. If you have nothing else to do, Battletech will be there for you.
I appreciate. I'll say. I got something now. Now
Okay.
I thought of something based on inspired by your words. I appreciate that you show up and watch this show, so that I can justify to my wife how internet famous I am, so that she allows me to play video games for 3 hours every Thursday night. So thank you for being there for me, and I hope that in return, in some small way, I provide you with some number of seconds of entertainment on a weekly basis, such that I can reciprocate the joy that you bring to my life. Thank you, audience, YouTube, Twitch, everyone who watches the show. Thank you.
I mean, I think we can go ahead and lock in exactly how many seconds that is,
I hope so.
right? I mean, it's 3.5 times 3,600, which would be roughly 12,500 seconds.
Well, that's assuming 100% uptime on entertainment.
That's true. I'm sorry, Rat, that you're not 100% uptime.
I wish I was, Arthur. I wish I could be there for you in that way. If I was that entertaining, I feel like you and I would be making a lot of money.
Normally I do a previously on the show, but instead I'm just going to do random comm chatter in the background. So what we see as the show comes in is two obvious Yakuza members in their tan suits, shirts completely open, showing off glistening, oiled abs covered in tattoos. They're casually carrying Shimatsu 42s with no regard for trigger safety, just kind of waving them around at people. They drag somebody in a white uniform with a smoke jaguar patch on his right shoulder out, and he's saying, it's all Japanese, so it's subtitled at the bottom, and he's just like, "You can't do this to me! I'm Administrator Cass! What are you doing? Get your hands off of me!" And then they keep dragging him around a corner, and they go past a garbage truck. And as this is happening, he says, no, I'm not a collaborator. Someone had to do the job. Someone had to keep this facility running. No, I have a family, please, no. And they toss him in the back of the garbage truck, and then we see the garbage truck beginning to do the and it keeps going, no, and we don't see it happen, but we see the shadows of it all in the background.
They pull a Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, where you just whoops.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
I do, because I'm old like you, Sid.
I mean, I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, but it would have been about 20 to 25
when
years
you were
ago.
a baby in diapers.
I don't think it diapers, but okay.
Wait, no, that was 3, not 2. 2 was the one with
No, it's 1 that he crushes them in the garbage truck. Casey Jones is in 1. He's not even in 2.
Okay, so anyway, the garbage trucks begin pulling out into the city, and then we notice that they're joined by a string of fire trucks and other large vehicles, school buses and the like. As that happens, we hear in the background comm chatter from radios. We hear the sounds of Captain Hallaby Crossroads, aka Haller, going, "Pray! Pray, come out of the water now! It's time to surprise them!" God damn it, Chow! We talked about this! Get in the battle, man! As he's talking, we can hear through his cockpit the sound of a Aero 4 missile going past his mech. A enormous ripping noise. And he says, "We got him! Eben Jaguar down! Eben Jaguar down!" As he says that, we start hearing someone singing in Irish some folk tunes, and Howler goes, "All right, we got another tag lock. Corona, bring him in." Co-tangent with all of that, there's a very tiny background chatter of someone going, "This is Whirlwind. All tanks charge." And then... sorry. Tanner X, this one's for you. Somebody goes, "Sir, if you want us in close combat, the most optimal weapons profile would have been all ER small lasers." And you hear Howler go, "Shut the fuck up!" Next is someone going, "This is Star Commander Delta at the commercial district. We've got archers raining fire down. We're collapsing buildings, evacuating all the civilians. There is civilian activity, appears to be criminal in nature." Then we hear from the spaceport, Rapier is just going, "All right, clear out of here. Marines, you keep working on these civilians. All of the jump infantry, come with me. Find second and third story buildings, get ready to collapse them." Then we cut to the cockpit of Murder 6, where he's getting a communications directly on his board. And he hears, "This is Armageddon, Commander. Your aircraft, you're standing by to assist onto we big jimmies."
What?
Murder 6, this is a long shot, just in case you didn't understand that. The staff sergeant says we are standing by to provide aerial support.
Very well. Carry on.
So, the one thing I want to ask, someone has pointed out to me that this is the perfect map for direct artillery support. If one was to have 5 artillery cannons, this would be the map where you would want to use it on, given the very limited movement range. So I'm going to ask, do you all want to switch back to the old style of artillery support, where you call in artillery fire, a token will go down, and then 1 round later, the artillery shot will arrive?
Probably, right? Because doesn't that do way more damage?
If we do it that way, it's always that way then. This is a campaign level choice.
Okay.
Will always be that way.
What was it? what was it previous? What we were going to do? It
With
was
battlefield support, it will always hit whoever you're targeting.
right.
There's no chance of missing.
But it does like 4 damage.
It
I
does
think Arthur home ruled.
I think
that
it
to
was
be a bit
2
higher.
sets of 4 points of damage.
something like that. It's,
So it does 8 total and 2 sets of 4.
and it fires
And-
for multiple rounds, however much you pay into it.
Long Tom has the potential to do 25. Then the hex after that would be 15 or 10, and that's done in increments of 5 point stuff.
I think it's 25, 15, and 5.
Yes, because Long Tom
So
is
direct hit is 25. Long Tom is, yeah.
Long Tom's a big boy. I don't know.
I don't know.
Some
guys.
things would
I mean,
benefit
we are
better than
playing in-
others.
We are playing a new system, so I'm okay with just keeping the new system rules.
Yeah,
Very
that's
well.
fine.
Okay. Friends. I believe I lost initiative, therefore I shoot first.
Sure.
We roll initiative.
Yeah, we're
We
technically the
stopped in the
shooting
middle of
phase.
movement.
Oh, right.
We're
Yes.
at the end of movement.
I decided not to get into shooting because we only had like 20 minutes left, and I thought it would take longer than that because we've got a lot of movement shooting going on. Let's see. Hellbringer firing at
I'm 10 hexes away from you.
Avatar. Very well. Well, I got some ER PPCs I can throw in there. That seems like a good start. And some ER medium lasers. Sure, let's pop all that stuff. Okay, so targeting, starting at 3. Rain brings it up to 4. Movement 5, 6. Your jump 7, 8. Woods is 9.
10.
then
It's
rain-
heavy woods.
Is it heavy woods?
It's heavy woods.
10. Alright, so range is 12 and
You would be in
ERPPC.
medium range for the ERPPCs, but long range for the ER medium.
No, ER medium lasers have a 10.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
So I'm shooting 12s. I'm not going to fire the medium lasers in, just the PPCs. See
Okay.
if I can luck shot that. Wow, that was really close. That 6 rolled over. Nope, and nope. I gain... following amount of
30
heat.
plus. You dissipate 26, so you gain.
6 points of heat.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll fire back. I'm hitting on 8s. I'm shooting my large pulses and then 1 large laser. Large pulses are at long range, and then the large laser is at medium. I start with 3. I jump for 6. It's raining, makes it 7. His movement makes it 8. Then, the larges will hit at 8s, and no, the pulses will hit at 8s. The large laser will hit at 9. Due to large pulses being more accurate. All right. So pulse 1. That's missed. Pulse 2. Oh. It's not worth spending it.
I just want to remind you all that spending for plot points, of which you have equal to your edge score, is on page 186 in Mechwarrior Destiny.
Yeah. Doesn't have that much armor, if I remember correctly. It's not. It hitting the left? No, that's the leg. That's not. Large laser. Aiming for 9. That misses. Okay. Everything misses.
I know what that feels like.
That's fine. I gain 4 heat.
13 hexes away with the Massacari.
Gonna fire 4 PPCs.
I think so.
5.
Listen, if it had 5 PPCs, I would fire that. Get my little custom blend going on there. It would also have way more heat sinks. I think I'll fire 2. There's no reason not to feel a little warmth going on. 3, 4 for rain. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then -1 for targeting computer.
Do you need 11s?
Miss and miss. Shitty fight. You guys are up.
Well, I can't fire because I'd be having to roll for 13s. So
Crabosaurus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Marauder-tailed.
I don't remember if I can see them across the trees or not.
I don't.
It depends on which one you're shooting at. You can see heavywoods. You can't see. Can see the whatever that is, Nova Cat. Can't
No,
see
I'm good.
anything else.
I'm not in any kind of effective range.
I think that's
I
it.
think he's 25 hexes away, so I don't think I can hit him.
Yep, that's it for me as well. I have nothing else I can shoot.
there we go.
Can't you shoot at me with your special little star kernel there?
There's 2 units of heavy woods between you and him. Yep,
I guess
passes through this unit,
hitting.
so he can't even see you.
Okay.
Please, friends, let us remove our movement dice from the board and
Yes,
make our
let us.
plans.
All right, Sid. This is the point where you can fail initiative roll.
At this point, the communications come in with the following. You hear background chatter of Howler going, "I've got him! I'm holding the Viper!" And somebody's just like, "You're too small! You can't hold him in place!" And he's just like, "Shut the fuck up, Riser, and fire!" And then in the background, you can hear like multiple missile impacts hitting something. Then you hear, "This is Star Commander Delta. The Jaguars will be missing those Pumas, Quiaf."
Wait, is somebody's call sign Queef?
Quiaf is clan for question affirmative.
Got it. Just had to check.
It's literally like the French way of being like, we really kicked their asses, yes?
Do we
Yeah. All right.
still have the
French. Got it.
I'm sorry that the clans speak in a way that I can only equate to French.
I'm sorry too.
Do we still have the
What a Canadian apology.
what were the VTOLs called? I don't remember
They're called Yellow Jackets. Yes,
The
you
Yellow
can
Ja-
call them in for tactical support. It costs
Except they'd-
4 points.
Oh,
3 points.
okay.
It costs some amount of points. Let me look. There are a number of points that are used in order to call them in.
I believe it was 3.
That did not work. It's page 53. A recon lance costs 3 points.
Okay.
You guys can all contribute to that. Anything you guys want to do before we roll initiative?
Not at the
I'm
moment.
good. I'm fine.
Okay. Do this, Sid. AKA jackass. I got an 8. You got a 7. What do you want to do about it? I'm gonna re-roll, Arthur.
I'm gonna re-roll it using my special ability.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, I guess you don't really have any.
Well, now you have a
Yeah,
9. Great. Ah,
Great.
this is a Monty Hall shit right here. It's 5 to
Sorry.
4, so I'm gonna do it Grimdark James style and just move 2 up front, and then 1, 1, 1, 1.
Okay. This was the point where we could actually have failed the initiative rolls and be fine. But
Tell you what initiative roll you can fail. All of them.
Are you encouraging me to lose?
Dang.
I would occur.
no, I'm saying use your losses first and then do the wins.
Realize that's not how that works, right?
I know that's not how that works. It's the joke. It's like someone trying to roll a d20, trying to get their low rolls out of the way first for the night.
Well, that's a problem.
What going on?
The Hellbringer.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's me. You guys are up.
I'll go.
Novacat
Yeah.
looks cool.
The cat. That classic laser boat architecture. Almost symmetrical structure.
Needs more symmetry.
You need more symmetry. Part your hair in the center, Pondo.
I think he needs more
Coward.
cowbell.
Nice.
There.
Give me
What
that
do you
bowl
want?
cut, motherfucker. That's what the audience is looking for. That's the top demand on my things people want to see out of my audience.
Center parted hair.
From Pondo specifically. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to see me in a bowl cut?
Yes, absolutely. I did not make that up on the spot.
Hi.
You know,
2, 3.
for some reason I still feel inclined that it's probably true somewhere.
It is real, and you should believe it.
Okay, what is this? A Star Kernel? All right. It's only mildly frightening.
Man, it's only 100 tons of death machine.
Yeah.
Which one's the kernel in?
The giant big ass one that's
The
the
one
first
that's
one.
dire
currently
maul,
pointing
right?
his AC-20 at me.
Dire wolf, yes.
Oh, the dire wolf. Sorry. Dire le wolf. Arthur, Pondo, what are you doing up there? It's too close.
I was going to try to delay.
You're about to
Well.
delay yourself into an early grave via an ultra.
Yeah, I think you're gonna succeed. Probably.
You guys are up.
Gonna take him at least a round to kill you.
I am hoping that he just shuts himself down. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be pretty cool.
Listen, I did that last season. I'm not gonna do it again.
Well, not on purpose.
Oh, maybe.
All right, I'll go.
He almost did it again this season.
So this is a delaying action. Do I have to? So when you walk through water, it costs an extra move every hex.
Yes, and you have to make a piloting skill roll.
For every hex you move in water.
Oh yes, I've had to do so for all the guys that tried to ford through the Depth 1 stuff.
Sounds
Sucks real
pretty-
bad. Yeah.
Sounds pretty stupid. What if I just jump in this water
You're good.
depth nothing?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I guess it looks like we're just gonna walk right up here and get shot in the face. Okay. Seems like a thing we could do.
Well,
You guys want to?
yeah,
Do you want a minute to discuss strategy?
No. What would we do that for?
Sid, do you want to try to get an extra difficulty by jumping into that hex?
Why would I want to move closer to the mechs in the back?
So that way it's harder for you to
I
get
mean, he's
hit?
already moved though, right? Like his move is on the table.
That's fair. Never mind. That's true.
I took my hand off the piece.
Yeah, it's not just that you took your hand off the piece; it's that you put a dice down next to it. That's how we play this chess. However, I might have made a mistake here.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, this guy can't jump, so I gotta swap out his die. But it's still fun.
Is he able to run that far through trees?
Yes, he has
He has 8
movement.
run.
Yeah.
He's a very lightly armored heavy, though. he's what you call a
I thought
glass
moving through
cannon
trees took 2 movement though.
Does he only moved 4 spaces? He moved 3 spaces.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's good.
I thought
This
he was
is
really
Chumpy
back
Boy.
there.
He's got a 2 down. How did we end up like this?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I guess I have to move my other one somehow.
Cotton hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. You guys should be moving last. All right. Go ahead and move the Nova Cat.
So which one do we want to focus fire?
I don't know.
Do you want to say screw you to the Star Kernel specifically? I mean, I've done that. Well, not necessarily Star Kernel, but like a Galaxy Commander. It's fun.
All right, Cotton.
Focusing fire. Great question. I'm glad you asked.
They're both those mechs are at medium range for me. So
Well, which one's more lightly armored?
It would be the Executioner. But again, if we can weaken the Galaxy Commander, we can kill off their leader, essentially. Their main defense leader.
There's definitely some value to that.
And it has, honestly, the scarier loadout amongst the two.
Yeah.
it really does.
And the armor difference really isn't that much. So let's shoot up this leader guy. I'm into that.
Which one's the leader again?
That
That one? Okay.
one, bro. Sar Coronel.
All right. Have you moved,
Yeah.
Cotton?
11.
That would be a yes.
Yes.
And I shall fire at Sid.
Yay!
You're 7
This
hexes
makes
away.
me happy.
Shoot. Ultra AC 20 in Ultra mode.
Yes.
And
I'm going to activate plot armor.
well, that's what plot points are for. I don't think
Plus
it
3
works the
plot
way
points for that, Sid. Sorry.
Damn it.
you want it to. See here, that's 30, 44. The run, that's 46. That's exactly my heat dissipation. We'll also fire nothing else. That should be good enough. Okay. Shooting at 2, 3 for rain, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So large pulses are shooting at 9, and the Ultra AC 20 will be shooting at 11. Let's open with that Ultra. Not an 11. Not a 9. Not a 9. And not a 9. Safe. That's it for the Star Kernel.
Yay, my plot armor worked.
He fires off a huge burst of shells, kicking up dust towards your area, and a brace of 3 lasers that are exploding trees all around you. The trees are your real plot armor. I mean, we're talking soggy trees getting hit with violent bursts of laser plasma bullshit, and they just... It's like
one tree, he's hiding behind one tree, it gets disintegrated. He moves over behind another one.
what was
and
that
it gets
movie,
disintegrated.
Kingsman, where they all start exploding in like sparkly glitter dust, like that.
What?
Yeah, Kingsman.
Maybe I've never seen. Oh no, I have never
I don't
seen that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
You know what bad movie had great fighting effects?
Street Fighter.
Star
One.
Wars.
You bastard. I'll tell you what it's called when I remember. Carry on.
Great, thanks.
Before we start shooting,
why
now
don't
that it's
you
our turn,
carry on? It's your goddamn turn.
Let me ask you, Arthur, can
Yeah.
I shoot the Star Colonel without shooting through trees from my position? I would say yes.
Yes.
Okay, then yes, I think we should focus fire on the Star Colonel.
Which
in
among
fact,
us wants to shoot first?
I'll just go first since we're just talking about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot. 2 Ultra AC 10s in Ultra mode. That's I don't even know what kind of pilot I am. What am I? Am I 2?
Did you?
According to your
I don't
sheet
know if
here,
you
you
activate-
are a 2.
But I mean the mech sheet here isn't accurate. I don't know. If
No,
you're
but
looking
your
at me.
sheet
No,
right
it's
here.
up
My
there.
cheat sheet says 2. Okay, yeah.
Did you? Are you activating? Did you activate your triple strength mimer? Are you at the
No.
9 heat?
Because I just jumped and I didn't say that I shot anything last round.
Okay, so you would probably be at 0 heat. So you would be
I
at
think you
shooting.
did though.
I did the round before this. But during the last move,
During
when
the
I jumped
last
into
round,
this water
he
square,
did not say that he fired anything.
I did
Oh,
not
That's
declare
correct.
that I shot anything.
All correct.
So I'm in medium range. I'm a 2, +2 for medium, +1 for my jump is now at 5. And what is his movement modifier?
1 to 6.
6. So I'm shooting at 6s.
+1 for the rain. So 7s.
Okay. Is that it? 7s? And I make a roll on whether or not I jam. Is that right? Or if I fail, I jam. That's what it is.
For what? Your ultra?
For ultras.
No. Your cluster size.
What
It
about-
uses missile cluster type.
You still
Right.
either hit or miss.
a size
but
of
your
2.
cluster determines.
But if I
you
roll
get 1 or
snake
2.
eyes,
Yes.
they jam.
Correct.
They do jam.
Okay, right, got it. Okay, all right. So rolling for 7s.
Snake eye.
Ultra 10, number 1, will hit,
A cluster of 9 almost certainly means both.
and it will hit both times.
Yep.
And I guess I roll 2 locations.
Yeah, first one hits center torso for 10.
First one hits center torso for 10, and then I'll just roll these for a location. Wait, yeah. Second location is 11,
So left arm.
left arm.
Okay, I'm going to make a piloting skill check for him.
So yeah, the
Good.
crab just jumps in and starts firing
Pa-pow,
at an
pa-pow!
accelerated rate of fire.
Gunslinger.
Each time those claws opening and closing to let loose this.
Oh, each time they
barrage.
open too, it's like the internal fans on most modern PCs, right? It's got like a band of glowing LEDs that light up in the
Yeah.
night rain
Mhm.
to make it seem like you're about to shoot some sort of laser or bright
Right.
fire, but
It
instead,
makes it look like a rail gun where the
Yeah.
light travels forward along the and it over the loudspeakers it plays like the Godzilla roar sound. Okay, Ultra 10 number 2 will hit as well. It will
both
also hit
rounds.
twice as
Double
well.
tap.
The first location is 10,
Left arm again.
and the second location is 8.
That's left torso.
okay.
And that's how you do 40 points of damage from 13 hexes away. Firing 2 guns.
Don't worry, I'll show you how to do 40 points of damage with
That
one
would be
gun.
like if the Star Colonel could actually hit anything with his Ultra 20.
It's a massive shade
Ouch.
there, brother.
Yeah, you keep on throwing up these plot triggers. Now he's gonna drill me next round with both of them.
And that's why Ultra 10s are better than AC 20s.
And that's your opinion, I
And
guess.
significantly better than
I guess
small
we'll base
lasers.
our entire judgment off of this one
Off that
specific
single
battle.
round and those 4 dice rolls, it's science.
6 hexes from the Timberwolf. Firing. let's do 3 large pulses and 2 ER medium lasers.
I could have shot an ER medium laser too.
Well, no, let's do 3 large pulses and 1 ER medium laser. That sounds better. Okay, so at 6 hexes, it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it'll be 999. Only the large pulse lasers can hit anyway, so it's just 999. Nope. Nope. Yes.
Damn it.
Right torso taking 10 points of damage.
Okay.
I dissipate all heat.
Of course you do.
Take your turn.
Sid, do you want to go since you got the big gun?
Sure.
I just have the light show.
I'll fire on the star kernel there. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit. I'm rolling for 10s, though.
I have to believe that these clans probably don't see 100-ton inner sphere mechs very often, and they've probably never seen a king crab before. They know of them, right, from Star League era?
Yes.
Do the clans operate king crabs? Probably not, right? So to them, is this as legendary a mech as it is to?
I mean, they have classic, like, old Star League mechs like Mackie and the King Crab, and
Okay.
but like they're not production models, right? Like this is a
Right.
surviving version.
This is an
of
ancient vehicle,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
So with the medium pulse lasers, that's 2 easier to hit, right?
Yeah, it's -2 to hit.
Okay.
So
So I'll be rolling at 10 for my UAC 20 and
8's for your medium
8s
lasers.
for my 3 medium pulses. All right. Well, let's start off with the UAC 20, and I will fire it in ultra mode.
Nice.
No. I believe it jams, right?
Yep, you just jam that bitch.
Can you?
So-
Can we reroll that? Can you? You want to
You
reroll?
can.
You can use an
spend,
edge. Yeah.
Edge.
Oh.
That to reroll 1 die or both?
I think your
Either.
choice.
Either or.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll that.
Wisdom.
Well, still a miss, but at least it's not
At
a
least it's
jam.
not a jam.
All right. Medium pulse number 1.
Can someone refresh my
We'll miss.
memory on the jam rules?
Number 2 will hit.
Just
Dang
wait
it,
for
Smith.
Grimdark James to catch up tomorrow morning
Alright,
at
okay.
10 a.m. Eastern.
I don't remember
cool.
if it's the UACs you can unjam or if it's the racks. I think it's the racks you can unjam. The UACs are stuck.
Stuck for the rest
It's
of the
page
conflict.
114 in Total Warfare. Each time a rapid fire weapon makes more than a single shot, it may jam. The shots are still fired, however, when firing 2 or 3 shots, if the hit is 2, the weapon is useless for the rest of the game.
Racks,
So, yeah,
I think
you
you can
don't
unjam.
want
if
those
you-
things to jam.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so
save
that
my
one
edge for
did
that.
hit. So your Daishi takes 7 in the right arm.
Very well.
And oh, it was almost a. Okay, so that's a miss too. So that's everything.
Let's take a look at the mechs real quick to just get a layout of what we've got. So pretty much the only person who's taking any damage is the Timberwolf, right?
On our side, yes.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
I have not taken any
You're not
damage.
looking too bad here. Mostly seem to be shucking and driving. The Nova Cat can't make a reasonable roll to shoot the Timberwolf, which is why I'm skipping it. Also, I don't think Cotton can see anybody. I'm skipping that.
I can't see that guy that they shot at.
This guy right here. Suppose you can, actually. It's just a +2 to hit through the woods. Please, go ahead and make
Then
that.
I think that puts me at 9 to hit. because I walked and he walked, and I started at 3, which is 5.
Might as well.
I mean, you walked plus rain
Oh, I don't know what the rain does.
plus 1.
It's a plus
It's
one.
1, so it's 10.
5, 6, 7, 8. Medium range is 10. Long range is 12 for you. Yes.
He is at exactly 14, which is my medium range, so I don't know if that bumps it up to long range or not, because I don't.
No.
No, if you're
shooting
at
at
your medium
10s.
range, you don't have to
Okay.
bump it up.
It's not bad. Not great. Not bad.
Okie doke.
Taking this hat off. It's too hot.
I'll shoot. I'll shoot Gauss rifle and a PPC at him.
Hell yeah.
Gauss rifles first.
Ooh, that was almost a 6.
With some Ferris nickel flying right by his head, but no.
I'm lucky, so I want to re-roll it.
Very well.
Yeah.
Nope.
Still doesn't hit. Okay, and then my PPC.
No.
9.
You can spend a plot point to increase your roll by 1.
I only have 1, and you said that's the only way to not die, so I'd rather not.
Good call. Good call. There's very little motivation, honestly, to ever spend plot points.
Well, I think you have to get out of the 1 range, and then there's more motivation.
Well,
Yeah, I guess.
I mean-
we started at like higher levels in the system, and we still only get 1.
Yes.
So it seems like there's never really.
I mean, Rad, they're just like Light Side, Dark Side from Edge of the Empires.
I know. I just don't see you.
If you don't
spending
spend them, I don't get them until you spend them.
That's true.
So
You're right. I'm not thinking of it.
if you don't spend them, I can't use them, and when I do, I give them
thought
back
it-
to you.
True.
I thought it worked as you gave it to us for doing something special.
Yes,
Well, you got them when we spent them, but we don't get them back when you.
yes, you do. You get some back when I.
I don't. I think
them.
Cotton's right.
I thought we did not get them back.
do.
when we
Let's
spent
see
them.
here. GM can blah, 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 blah. Player spends a plot point to trigger blah blah blah. Okay, you're right, but
And that's why we don't spend them, because you don't ever give out inspiration, which makes us think you'll never give out plot points either.
I've been handing out inspiration in my 5e games,
Have you?
specifically because of this complaint from you constantly. I would say at this point it's like badgering.
Good.
Look,
that's how
if you
that's
want to
how I
earn
intend it.
allow me to read what you must do in order to earn plot points.
Okay.
Players may earn plot points for a risky maneuver that they fail.
Then I should be rolling in plot points.
Name one risky maneuver you've attempted this combat.
Okay, and failed. But I mean, Sid should have at least like 7 plot points at this point.
He hasn't attempted a risky maneuver yet.
Everything I do is a risky maneuver because I can't hit shit.
last fight, he did do a lot of risky maneuvers.
Attempting a risky maneuver,
That's
failing
true,
it
I really
with
did.
a smile, making the entire player group laugh or gasp. If something has been done that adds fun and enjoyment to the game.
Every time I make Arthur laugh, where's my plot point?
Name one time you've made me laugh since this game has started.
Look, it doesn't have to be you. It could be anyone. All right. LOLs in chat for plot points for Rad. Do it.
I will not be held hostage by chat. We're past the winner's edge phase, okay?
Okay.
I gave that up a long time ago.
Does
I
my
will give you a
cat
plot
bring
point for that,
enjoyment
though.
to the show?
Yeah, your
Ooh.
cat does bring enjoyment to the show. Cotton's cat is listed on the overlay. On my
Cotton's cat
overlay
gets
list.
plot point.
Yeah, the cat gets a plot point. Not Cotton, but the cat. Let us
If
remove
you
our
do have
GM
anything
dice.
else to shoot,
Yeah, chat. Every 1,000 bits is a plot point.
Don't say shit like that. Someone's
Every-
gonna pay those bits, and then I'm gonna be like, well, that was just Sid saying it.
do you have anything else you need to shoot, AP? Because I still need to shoot.
Oh,
My
well,
wife
go
is
ahead.
currently enthralled with Cotton's cat right now. Don't you know that?
Cotton's cat.
It's a beautiful
is
cat. Look at her
amazing.
face.
It is a beautiful cat.
Go ahead and shoot, Pondo. I'm sure you already know all the numbers because you've been sitting there doing the math for 20 minutes. You're muted, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know you have been.
My wife is
Short
petting her
range will be
cat
8,
through the
but
screen right now.
I'm firing one large.
You want me to switch back over to the other cameras where they're bigger?
I'm showing her, the real time big old zoom screens right now.
Oh, okay. All right. What are we shooting, Pondo? Don't let me interrupt you or this cat.
I'm firing a large pulse laser and
A butt. You're just gonna fire a butt. I feel like that broke Pondo.
no, I'm thinking if I want to, I want to fire one large pulse laser and then 4 medium lasers. The medium lasers are hitting at a 9, and then the pulses are hitting at the pulse laser is hitting at a 7.
Okay.
So large pulse for 7. Hey, I hit. Center torso takes 9.
Okay.
Medium 1. Miss. Medium 2. That'll hit. Right arm takes 5.
Okay.
Medium 3. That'll miss. Medium 4. That'll miss.
All right. Let's remove all of our stuff and junk.
Okay.
At the start of what I'm going to loosely term the 5th round, you get a report from Captain Zane Reiser, aka Whirlwind, your tank commander, saying, "This is Whirlwind. Howler is down. All northern Grunits advance into close combat." Then you hear Rapier come over the comms, and it's just like, you haven't heard Rapier act in this level of unprofessionalism for the better part of a decade. But he's just like, "Holy shit! They're out here slamming garbage trucks into mechs!"
Our mechs are theirs.
I mean, that's all he tells you. And from Delta, you see that his radio keeps going open, but all you can hear is like hundreds of LRMs around him, crackling with static.
Sounds
I
lovely.
hope those
Sounds
dump
like
trucks
everything's
are
going really
loaded
well.
with explosives.
On the sub-channel for tags, you notice that the tag missile launchers are firing repeatedly in a northerly direction, and there's a constant tag call going out.
What do you mean? Our tags are going off?
Your tag
We're tagging
catapults.
people and shooting missiles.
Yes, they have been for a while, but now they're all just firing northernly. Everybody's
Dude, for a
shooting
second
north.
there, I thought we were being attacked by LRM-equipped garbage trucks.
No.
Okay, good. It's good.
LRM-equipped garbage trucks are called SRM carriers, and they're excellent. Until James shows up and is like, "Well, if you stand directly on top of them, they're now
can't
useless."
fire at you.
I got a 9, so that's a 14.
Oh, we're rolling for initiative.
We are, unless there's anything you want to talk about.
Well, that's not a 9, so
You want
I'm
to
gonna go ahead
reroll
and
your
re-roll that.
initiative? Still,
That's still not a 9.
You want to pay a
No.
2 plot points to seize the initiative?
No.
Okay, you sure?
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Take the initiative, 2 plot points. If you lose an initiative roll, pay 2 plot points to go first instead.
No, we're still good at this point. We don't need it.
If you
Now,
say
next
so.
round, Sid. Next round, we need it. So we need to go first?
Yep. I'll move 2 on my first turn.
I'm jumping over here.
Really?
Yes.
That is an interesting choice.
That is an interesting choice.
Trying to screen.
Not really. It's a smart move.
I'm really unhappy with the amount of armor that is still on this direwolf.
Well, we
that's
can
because those
invest
things
in the
have a
artillery strike to
metric-
have it hit it for like up to however many rounds.
has a metric ton of armor.
Hellburner
does.
has walked. Get here for them there. Novi Cat.
I'll go next.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Did the Hellbringer already move? He
It
did,
did.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Please take your turn, friends.
I'll go.
You're
Jump where Pondo
not
was.
the boss of me. Where do you want to go, Cotton? Or do you just want to stay?
I might stay. I'm not sure yet.
I think that's legit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know if a head-on fight is the best strategy here, but it is fun, so I'm glad we're doing it.
Oh no, it's not the best strategy, but
guys are up?
they're still too far away for us to try and work
Why
behind
is
them.
this
For the
timer?
record, Rad.
I'm gonna jump here. Boom.
For the record, Rad, you can
Yes.
jump into the 1 depth hexes and be able to jump out. Since your
Good to
jump
know.
jets are in your torso.
You have to make a piloting skill roll to land in a.
Oh, that's no problem. I would love to make a piloting skill roll. I get an 8.
well, not in the tree.
It's in the water, is what he's saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to make them for jumping in the trees anymore?
No.
No.
That was a house roll that I had just so that we'd have more piloting skill rolls.
Gotcha.
Because we never used them. Then we started doing dumb shit, so we needed to use them.
Dumb shit's fun.
I'm totally not getting a position to DFA someone into 2 depth water.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we got good shots on this Hellbringer, we need to snap our targeting reticles over to him and try
Yeah,
and
because
yeah.
the Hellbringer has very little armor.
fucking nuke him.
Well,
Do they win if just one of them gets across?
Each
Yeah.
one of them, yes, one will getting across is a victory, but each extra one that gets across can move on to the next battlefield.
Okay, yeah, we need to nuke this Hellbringer.
What about the Avatar? He's closer.
Well, that's Pondo. You can shoot him if you
Oh,
want.
I'm so sorry. I'm just.
I wouldn't appreciate it.
The name threw me off. I apologize. I didn't know he jumped all the way over there.
Okay.
That's a twist. She's actually a clan spy.
I'm not feeling that.
I mean,
great right
just
now.
wait until the end of season 6 when Rapier shoots Bandito in the chest and says, "This is for the word of Blake." That's season 6 finale right there.
Blake
And
sends his
nothing to the word of
regards.
Blake.
The master sends his regards.
Nothing to them.
You literally,
You
during a
insulted them.
command meeting, just said,
I did do
"Oh,
that.
it was word of Blake," and everyone was like, "Oh, don't worry, it's gonna come up again." I mean, I've already got a note here that the lawyer is waiting for you to talk to you about some HR concerns when you get back to base.
Oh, I apologize for.
Well, gee, if only we had an XO that would be able to take care of these.
I am the EXO. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Cotton, I believe you're less to move
I
on your
have full
side.
confidence in your ability to be able to handle this situation.
I moved.
Very well. Having confidence in Bandito. How
I've actually
desperate
been
a
the
creature
alright
you must
one
be.
this season. It's Harridan's been
Yeah.
messing up the.
What do you mean I've been messing up? What did I mess up?
Several of the negotiation calls.
Name
Talking
one.
about I got an army of civilians to help us fight.
No, not that one. I was talking about the first fights. The mech to mech thing. You managed to piss them off in a bandito way. I don't remember exactly how, but it happened.
Didn't you guys intentionally tick them off?
Yeah,
That's actually true.
absolutely.
It was more than likely intentional.
Well, that's that. You guys are shooting first in the shooting phase. When we get back from our break, I'm enthusiastic about that break. Just as enthusiastic as I am about Raddosaurus fan art of my NPCs and characters.
You loser.
I don't get to give myself plot points, even though I got Rad to laugh. Look how unfair this system is. We'll be back for that second half. Stick around, y'all.